Yeah, this has basically been my whole point that I've been making repetitively is the huge difference between coming out here to a rural farming community as opposed to living in a more densely populated um, area. Just, and most of the densely populated areas here, at least those that are geared towards tourism, are have become like really unpleasant. Let's just put it that way. For one thing, you've got um, you've got the general busyness and chaos that comes with the support of tourism, and that's a whole world of shit. So what you have is you don't have landowners, rice owners, farm owners. Look at them out here, quietly going about their business. You have Vietnamese that are working in the tourism industry in every facet imaginable, running around like crazy to generate the support that is needed for it, and that's what's become of Hoi An. Now, I read recently that a couple of things. One is, and I may be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure my recall is in order, that Hoi An is listed in some publications as the number 3 place to visit on the entire globe. So do the math on that one. Basically what that means is that Hoi An has become inundated with tourists from all over the world. And when you have the tourism supporting hundreds of thousands of visitors now annually, it just isn't fun anymore to live there. Because every time I go out and turn around, I'm seeing everything from the traffic to the mentality to the ugly Western foreigner is now prevalent within the Hoi An area. And I don't want any more of that, neither does my wife, so this is why we made the choice to come out here. Now, I just found out about this the other day. What these men are doing and the women and everybody here is when you plant the rice, excuse me, you see how it's set up here. And it's densely grown, if you have areas that are open, because when they throw the rice seeds out and it starts to grow, some areas are more dense than others. So what they have this little 3-pronged tool that they use to actually pick up sections of this rice that is growing from a densely populated portion of the field and move it over to a less densely populated portion, so that you get this uniformed growth and uncrowded, it's amazing, uncrowded, perfect rice field. And let's see if I can go. Oh, I can get inside through a little vestibule. wanted to make sure we're gonna have like almost literally perfect lighting throughout the home, where it's gonna feel cool inside, but you're still gonna have enough light to see what you're doing, go about your day-to-day business, but it's also 10 to 15 degrees cooler inside. So we've got a series of windows here. That's what they've been doing. They've been finishing the floors. Yeah, they've been finishing the floors. Now a tile portion will go along all of the inside of the walls to that height, and then the whole entire, all the flooring's going to be tiled, of course. So they've done a lot in getting that prepped. The tile is supposed to be delivered soon. So even up here, this is the master bedroom. So like I had mentioned, this was wide open, and we thought it was a little too wide and unnecessary. So we'll have a couple of swinging doors here that'll open up, and there will be a little patio sitting area out here. But even on your hottest day, you're going to be able to come in here, and it's much cooler inside of the structure than it is outside of the structure. Once again, a little clearer than the last time I was out here, which was just last Saturday. The mountains are a little more defined, and you can see them a little better. I mentioned this before. The top of that mountain right there is the tourist site of Bana Hill, which is built with European castles and food courts, and just, I did a vlog on it. I don't know if I still have it up. Interesting. But you can really see, as opposed to the other day. Just gotta be careful I don't fall down here, because we don't have a railing yet. You can see the surrounding mountains. Now, when you go towards the mountain here and head out towards this way, and a little bit more around the corner and heading out this way, they have a lot of beautiful lakes and waterfalls and forests, and there's a great deal to explore out here. But as I had mentioned, part of the reason we loved this land when we first saw it was because of the mountain views that we're going to have. So when you come out here to the big patio, this is where we'll be spending a good portion amount of time. There's so many possibilities. We'll have a decorative protective rail that will go around it. Not too high, you don't want to block that view. Lighting in the ceiling above, and then we'll have, excuse me, this is what, I'm switching around, this is what qualifies as a ladder in Vietnam. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. There's the wife. She's one of our workers. They're finishing up the sealing of any gaps in the roof tiles with putty. And then there's also a section where he's standing that is the open flat section where the giant water tank's going to go. Now of course we have plumbed water, well water pump here. The commune and government is running the fresh, normal, clean water piping coming all the way throughout this entire area. It will run along, come down right to the house, and then we'll tap into it. And it should be finished before the house is complete. So we'll have normal, natural, piped in, city water. We'll also have the pump to utilize that water for gardening and watering the garden. And then we have the water tank on top of the house as a third water source. We'll never lack for water. And they use these wheelbarrows, they'll load them up with bricks. This is all old school, which is what I was talking about. So they'll load them up with bricks or cement like you see here. And then they'll hook it up to this pulley. And they'll lift that motherfucker right up using that machine. Right up to this ramp. And then carry it down here and across, and they'll let it down here and then somehow manage to get it up and whatever. It's really cool the way that they do that, and then they come in here and pour it for your flooring. Now, the reason it's not smooth as silk is because it just simply has to be level, because there's fucking tile and the tile adhesive layers gonna go down over it, and then the tile on top of it, and then the tile gets grouted. So this is perfectly normal the way that they're doing it. But as I was saying, the possibilities of this large patio design are tremendous. The way the sun moves across the sky, just this little ledge here is going to provide us, with shade all day. Excuse me, I'm not working the camera exactly correctly. So, of course, a barbecue, of course, a seating area, patio, furniture, maybe an umbrella. Plants, garden. We'll put some sort of garden up here with potted plants, and God, it's going to be so awesome. And then day to day, you're just going to come out here and just, it's just so chill. So chill compared to what I have not exactly shown you. Some of my vlogs have it, but what I haven't exactly shown you is like a little bit. I forget. Because we've been to Hanoi, we've been to Ho Chi Minh City, and you want to talk about insane. Try living there. Hoi An that I've described earlier is tame compared to those places, but it is still a madhouse. Out here, there is no madhouse. There's just a peaceful area to live in. And I've said enough about this over and over again, so, I apologize if I've been repeating myself, but we're just really excited and really looking forward to to this being finished and enjoying our lives out here.